I'm Hugh Collingbourne, Director of Technology with SapphireSteel Software. In this video, I'll guide you through some of the refactoring capabilities of Amethyst Professional for the Adobe Flash platform. Refactoring is the process of restructuring your code, for example by renaming identifiers or reordering parameters. Suppose I want to rename this variable. First I right-click it to pop up a dialog. And now I enter a new name for the variable. Once I've done that, I can preview the changes before the renaming is done. This shows me all the places where the variable is referenced. If I want to omit a reference, then I can uncheck it and it won't be renamed. Now I click Apply and the variable name is changed wherever it occurs. Alternatively, you can just edit the name in code. When an identifier's name is changed, this Smart tag, a small red rectangle, appears beneath it. So you can click the Smart tag to do the refactoring. And you can do the same with constants, methods, and classes. For example, let's rename this class. Once again, I can enter a name and preview the changes. So refactor, rename, change the name of the class to the name that I want. And this time, when I preview it, you can see that the references are made to it in various external files. So when it's refactored, all those references will be rewritten to use the new name. If I want to check that, I can use Amethyst's Find All References tool. This lets me browse references throughout my project, and I can now verify that they really have all been updated to use the new name. Another useful refactoring is provided by Encapsulating Field. This will transform a variable into a property. If you want all references to be changed, select All. If you'd like the variable to be accessed directly inside the class, but via getter and setter methods from external code, select External. And at the end of this process, you will have a private variable with public getter and setter methods that have been automatically created. Other useful refactorings include Extract Method. This lets you mark a block of code and then refactor it by moving this into its own method. So you enter the method name for the new method and automatically it will create the appropriate argument list. It will move the code into the new method and it will rewrite the original code to call the method with the appropriate arguments. Extract interface derives an ActionScript interface from a class. When it does this, it creates a new file for the interface, and it rewrites the class definition to implement that interface. You can also promote a local variable to a parameter. This lets you choose an initialized variable and put it into the argument list. So code that calls this method now will also be refactored. So we can find some code that calls this initialize method, and you can see that the value that was previously assigned in the method to the variable is now passed as the default value for the new argument. You can also remove parameters. Now, to do this, I pop up this dialog and it shows me all the arguments in the list at the header of this method. I select which I want to remove, and there we go, and my code is rewritten. And you can change the order of parameters. Here again, in a dialog, I just select an argument and move it up and down in the order. When I'm happy, I click OK, preview the results, and once again the calling code will be rewritten to remove or reorder the arguments to match. You can even move a class from one package to another using a menu in the Solution Explorer. Now, if the folder structure to the package doesn't exist, it will be created. So here I want to create an xxx.yyyy package, and directories with the matching names are automatically created on disk. Alternatively, you can edit the package name in the code. Here, I'm changing this package name to utils, and notice that the Smart tag appears. So I click that to move the package into the package whose name I've just entered. And once again, the code referring to the class will be updated to refer to the new package, and I can verify that, as before, using find all references. So that gives you a quick overview of the principal refactorings available in Amethyst Professional. For more help and tutorials on the Amethyst IDE, visit the SapphireSteel software website at www.sapphiresteel.com.